investors may have prepared homes, all different kinds of applications to help people get their homes sold.
Fantastic. So I'm going into a listing today at noon.
Yes.
I haven't seen the house. I haven't met the owner. What are some key things that I can look at to determine if your services would be something that they need?
There are some different ideas people have about that. One is that always a home with attention to detail can do better in the marketplace. So you could think there's always an opportunity to do just a little better. But specifically, things like a home that maybe has some design elements that could be a little dated. Maybe they have wallpaper, they have a need for help with lighting fixture changes, or maybe furnishings that aren't as current as they could be, or someone that just really would feel better to have a third party involved to just help them put the whole package together in the best way that they can. It's all about helping people optimize the return on their investment of time and money to prepare their home for the market.
Sounds like you know what you're doing.
Done a lot. We've worked with, we're now over 13,000 homes that we've worked with in the city in the last 15 years. So it's...
15 years have been in business.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, this week.
So you're probably one of the first stagers in Cincinnati.
We are. You know, when we started in 2004, staging was a practice that was really established in the East Coast, West Coast, some larger markets. But in the Cincinnati area, of course, realtors had always helped their clients prepare their homes. But with the advent of HGTV coinciding with a little bit more challenging times in the real estate market, it was a perfect time for Cincinnati to add in this professional kind of third-party staging world.
We're always about 10 years behind everybody else in the country, aren't we?
You said that.
We are. They do things on the East and West Coast, and we found, boy, that's a great idea.
Yeah, you know what, though? They try it. If it's a good thing, we adopt it, so it's not all bad.
There you go. We are very conservative in Cincinnati. That's why I love all the folks who tune in and watch on Facebook. Hey, Facebook, we are live on Facebook now. See us? There we go. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching us this morning and listening to us. So, what did you do before you got into design to market? I mean, you've been doing this for 15 years, but you had what got you into this?
You don't think I'm just that age?
No, you're
so
you're probably in your mid-30s,
yeah,
late 40s.
So I was in the corporate world. I actually have an MBA and an undergrad in marketing. And so this product piece of the real estate challenge was very interesting to me. And at the time I thought about starting the company, I met Lisa Malat, who most of our clients have worked with, the two of us, and we started the company together. She has an interior design degree, residential design all over the country, and we now have a team of 22. So we have designers and stagers and operations people. So we have really grown from that start of two people initially.
Yeah. So I have a lot of realtors who tune in and watch every week. What kind of advice could you give our fellow realtors when they're walking into a home?
Well, I think that the really good thing that the professional stager can bring to the mix is another set of eyes. That third party, you know, when you live in a home, it's your home, and you don't see things in the same way. When you're a realtor, your opportunity and challenge is to help people with marketing and sales and all of those pieces. Looking at a house through the filter of what a third-party staging organization can do to help you and help your client sell quickly and for the most money is the best. And to be able to identify the opportunity to engage that third party to say, these are some kind of really need-to-dos and really maybe even have-to-dos to get the house sold and make it a profitable transaction for everybody involved.
A lot of us realtors think we have a really good eye for that kind of thing, and they think, oh, you don't need to spend the money. Or the client will say, you know, why do I need to spend money? You know, they're afraid of spending thousands and thousands of dollars to achieve the same thing that they can get with the way it is.
Well, first of all,
especially in today's market, we're in a seller market. You put a sign in the yard, and if it's halfway decent, it's going to sell.
First of all, the range of the dollars needed to invest can be as little as a few hundred, 2,000. If you have a lot of deferred maintenance, it can be expensive, but even just some ideas of some better ways to position things, it can all come down to elbow grease and hard work. It can come down to making an investment. But what I've found in this really strong market, it's been some of our strongest growth years, which was kind of surprising to me. But as the market got better and better, our client base grew because making a little bit of an investment, the returns have been crazy. People getting fast offers, even over asking price, and the kinds of return that if you spend a little money, you can make even more money. So it's actually an optimum time to consider staging your home to capitalize on your probably the biggest asset you'll ever own.
Yeah.
So
I went into a house last weekend, and they were for sale by owner. I walked in the house, and right away I smelt the little doggy odors that left in the carpeting. He was just starting to paint. He had piles in the corner. He had a door on the dishwasher on the bottom. Little thing fell off, was kind of leaning. The cabinet doors were all crooked, and the countertops were damaged. It was like, there's no way. I wouldn't even put my sign in the yard on that house. And here he's trying to sell it, and he's showing it. I said, this is the best advice I can give you. Take it off the market.
Yep.
If anybody sees this house in the condition it is now, they're not going to. You're going to get 50 cents on the dollar offers, and you'll never get what you're looking for.
Right. Well, the key that you said there is that he had begun to paint. The thing about staging is that it is incumbent upon us as stagers to stay current on trends. And we talked about Design Build Cincy, the event that we're participating in. We've been in a world of grayness, and people have been painting houses gray.
Yeah.
And it's great, but things are transitioning now. And the thing about staging, it's kind of like where retail merchandising and real estate intersect. And by knowing trends and knowing the way that buyers are looking at the design world, it can help. Paint costs the same, whether it's a good current color or not. And the thing is that if you're not a person that's in that world, you may pick a color that you personally like and spend a lot of time and money painting your home, and maybe a different color would have positioned you better to do better with the market and capitalize.
Yeah.
So the thought that you pay for a consultation, get some colors and some recommendations, even if that's the full extent of what you're going to do, it can make a big difference.
What do you think? I've walked into homes, and you go in the basement, you must be Ohio State fans. They got Ohio State everywhere, which is not a bad thing if you're an Ohio State fan.
It's true.
But you get somebody who's not an Ohio State fan, the rival, and they're going to walk into it, that's going to turn them off.
Right. And that's a big word we use in staging. You think of polarizing. People that, like you said, people that love Ohio State are going to come in, they're going to love that house. And that comes down to all kinds of decisions. It can be the wallpaper. It can be religious items. It can be very specific design. It can be the school and, whose mascot is on the wall.
Right.
It's very smart to kind of neutralize those kind of things, but still present a warm and interesting environment.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to get a ironclad Michigan fan to buy a house from somebody who's all Ohio State. It just doesn't. People buy with emotions.
Yes,
right?
Exactly.
It doesn't matter if you got the new HVAC or if you got the 2x12s instead of 2x8 behind the. People don't know that. They know what they see. They know what they feel when they walk into the house, right?
Right, exactly.
So, and there's nothing wrong, and you can't go wrong if you paint everything off-white, all the walls.
Yeah, well, I can't say I totally agree on that. Here's the challenge. It's the definition, believe it or not, of off-white. We were in a home yesterday, and their off-white was a yellowy off-white.
Oh,
and believe it or not, yellow is not a color right now that people are really embracing. So if you're going to do a neutral color, there are a lot of current neutrals that are really effective.
Your warm brown
kind of grayish,
yeah.
Not brown so much, but that grayish, kind of light grayish tones. Not heavy and dark, not charcoaly, but kind of a light neutral grayish tone can be really effective. There's one thing I want to get back to that you said that was really an important statement to make. You talked about walking in and dog odors. The one thing I don't want to minimize, I think, number one in selling your house, whether you work with a stager or not, is clean, clean, clean. And that comes down to what I term a real estate ready clean. Inside kitchen cabinets, windows, the baseboards, carpet, I kind of have this thought in my head that people can tolerate their own dirt, but they can't tolerate others. So you walk in and you smell odors.
Yeah.
It's a turn off.
Hold that thought when we get. First, I'd like to express my gratitude to all the troops, the veterans, and the first responders. These are the men and women who selflessly strive to keep our nation and city streets safe and free. If you're out and about and you see somebody in uniform, give them the thank you sign from afar. Shake their hand, give them a big bear hug, pick up their tab, let them know that we thank them for all the services that they bring us for our safety and our freedom here in the United States. We've been talking to Jo Potvin with Design to Market, 513-265-0952. When we return, we're going to have a moment with Myles, and we're going to discuss different seasons for staging designs. You're listening to the Rock and Roll Real Estate Hour on the flagship station for FC Cincinnati Soccer on WDJO 1480 AM, now FM 995 and 107.9.
Design to Market Home Staging knows home buyers make their decision to buy a house within minutes of entering it. Home purchasing decisions are often made with emotion and then justified with facts. Let Design to Market Home Staging bring their many years of interior design and sales experience to assist you in creating the ideal environment for a quick and profitable sale. Design to Market Home Staging offers a variety of services that will be tailor-made to fit your needs. Visit designtomarket.com or call 513-265-0952 to arrange a thorough review of your property.
Bring in the new year with the Vandals. The nation's #1 rock and roll oldies review is back with a spectacular New Year's Eve party just for you.
Hold me.
Join Stacy, Duke Todd, Mark Barnett, and Steve Moosricks, along with returning Vandals favorites Dave Chumley Brumley and Jeff Carmack, as they start 2020 with the great oldies you love.
Open up your eyes, then you'll realize, here I stand with my everlasting love.
Don't sit around this New Year's Eve. Join the Vandals at the Lawrenceburg Event Center. It's just 2 minutes from the Hollywood Casino in Lawrenceburg.
Baby, come home to me.
For tickets and information, call toll-free at 866-936-7510. That's 866-936-7510. Tickets start at just $59, where dinner and show packages start at just $94. Call your friends and bring them along for the party of the year with the Vandals. 866-936-7510.
I'm John Engelhardt, mortgage loan officer with Huntington. Are you a renter, tired of paying somebody else's mortgage and have nothing to show for it? Think you can't buy a home? Well, how do you know? One way to find out is to talk with me. At Huntington, we do free pre-approval, so you'll find out what you can afford and what steps you'll want to take next. Call me at 859-342-2512. That's 859-342-2512. NMLS number 532226. The Huntington National Bank is an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Take a step back away from the hurried life you live today and relax. Take a stroll through Covered Bridge Antique Mall. For the past 25 years, they've been the go-to shop for treasure.
Facebook fans, I hope you're enjoying the show. Thanks for tuning in. We really appreciate it. We appreciate each and every one of you. Stay with us because we got a lot more stuff coming up. I'm going to plug you back into the studio feed.
In about 30 seconds.
The annual Ohio Sauerkraut Festival kicks off Saturday, October 12th in historic downtown Waynesville, Ohio. The Ohio Sauerkraut Festival is a 2-day top-rated event with an eclectic mix of arts and crafts from ceramics to woodworking that attracts over 350,000 visitors each year. Get an early start on holiday shopping with unique gift items from one of over 450 handcrafted vendors. And, of course, enjoy sauerkraut prepared in a variety of ways by over 30 nonprofit food booths. Live entertainment Saturday and Sunday at the Ohio Sauerkraut Festival, October 12th and 13th in Waynesville, Ohio. Visit sauerkrautfestival.com.
Get on. Let's rock
Hey, thanks for staying with us, ladies and gentlemen. I know you won't regret it. I'm your host, Gary Rossignol with RE/MAX Preferred Group, better known as Cincinnati's Rock and Roll. Hey, thanks for staying with us, ladies and gentlemen. I know you won't regret it. I'm your host, Gary Rossignol with RE/MAX Preferred Group, better known as Cincinnati's Rock and Roll Realtor. And now the moment we have been waiting for.
So I'm sailing for tomorrow.
This is the captain of our ship, Mr. Myles Beersford, with The Moment with Myles. Good morning, Myles.
Hey, Gary, rock and roll, my friend. Let's talk home remodeling cost. As the weather turns cooler, many of us retreat to the interior of our home from the great outdoors. It's a natural time to start on an inside project. Here's the list of top interior projects according to the National Association of Realtors with your possible return on investment. New master suite, cost estimate $150,000. Return on investment $75,000. Kitchen upgrade, cost estimate $39,000. Return on investment $20,000.
Cha-ching.
Complete kitchen renovation, cost estimate $68,000. Return on investment $40,000. Bathroom renovation, cost estimate $35,000. Return on investment $20,000. So if you're looking for ROI from your winter project, complete kitchen renovation yields the highest ROI at 59% and an enjoyment factor of 10 out of 10. And that's this morning's Moment with Myles.
Well, that is so cool, Myles. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And, of course, everything's kind of relevant, I'm sure. Yes. Probably the cost that he was quoting was a national cost.
Right.
And some of the areas here in town, you can take if you live in Delhi or if you live in Sharonville or Westchester, the cost will be a lot different.
And it also depends if you're doing specifically to sell as compared to doing this to live in your home with the idea to sell. If you're doing specifically to sell, there are approaches you can take that are kind of more the jewelry that can significantly lower that cost. New hardware on the kitchen cabinets, new paint color on the walls, maybe new countertops if that's called for. But there are a lot of strategies that have nowhere near the number of zeros behind them that can make a huge impact on the aesthetic of a kitchen, a bathroom, or another space in the house. Again, if you're doing this with the mind to sell, as opposed to, I'm going to do my kitchen because I'm living here and want at some point to get some return.
But that was Myles Beersford. He is the captain of our ship, along with his lovely wife, Christine Beersford. They are the owners of RE/MAX Preferred Group, by the way, the largest RE/MAX brokerage in the state of Ohio. And he was spot on. I appreciate that, Myles. I love it when you come on every week. We appreciate that. That is also the voice of Jo Potvin. She is the owner and the founder of Design to Market. Her number is 513-265-0952. And I'm going to open up for the trivia question one more time. Before the Beatles were called the Beatles, back in 1958, 1960, they started as the Beatles, but prior to that, there were three of the original Beatles playing together around England, and they called themselves what? Call us up, 513-563-1480, and you'll get yourself 2 passes to the Design Build Show at Music Hall coming up. When is that?
September 25th. That's Friday evening, and then Saturday and Sunday, the 26th and 27th.
And these passes are $20 value. So, if you own a house or dream of owning a house, or you want to do some of those updates that Myles mentioned, the kitchen, the bathroom, add a family room, whatever you need to change, you want to change the way your house looks today with just a fresh coat of paint, or with some different kinds of curtains or drapes, or
perfect spot.
What kind of countertops do you really need in that kitchen? What kind of cabinetry do you need? Can you just replace some of the hardware to update the way it looks?
Yes.
Go to Design Build Cincy, and you will get a lot of great ideas. I know I'm going to be there. So stop on by, but call us 513-563-1480. Who were the Beatles before they were the Beatles? You'll get yourself a pair of passes to design build, and that's a $20 value. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate it.
If you come, make sure you stop by the Design to Market booth. We will be there.
Absolutely.
Yes.
You bet. So I know you don't get into a lot of designing stuff.
What it is, we only stage. So that means if someone
They can't hire you to come in to redesign their house.
Not in the sense of you're doing it for yourself, you're not selling.
Mm-hmm.
We are all about the trends and what's needed to help you get a property sold.
Right.
We refer to, we have, Cincinnati has amazing interior designers, and we refer to a group of them, but we focus on staging at Design to Market.
Exactly right. So we can't have you come in just to give them ideas on how to update their house if they're going to live there. I'm going to call you in when we're going to put the house on the market, and we need to know. So you go into a house, and they've got a lot of neat stuff. Their furniture fits the era of. Here's the way I like to place it. When a buyer walks in a house, you want to get the wow factor.
Correct.
First of all, you got to wow them when they're walking up the front door.
Exactly.
You walk up to the door and you got cobwebs. You got that hornet's nest up in the corner, and you got cobwebs hanging down.
A rusty mailbox.
Yeah, although it's Halloween.
Yeah, that's true.
but paint that front door, replace the front door, whatever.
Yep.
You're going to turn them off when they walk up to the front door.
Yep. Well, and I always think of the fact that a realtor is bringing you to see a house that you're interested in. The buyers are going to be standing there while the realtor is opening the lockbox, and they're doing a full 360. They're looking at the house, they're looking at the yard, they're probably looking at the windows. So that exterior is very important. And I think about the concept of a real estate ready landscape cleanup. It's not the time where you spend thousands and thousands to add a lot of hardscape and plant material, but if you can even trim the edges of your beds, take out any bushes that maybe are dead, trim the bushes. And I think like this time of year, it's a perfect time. Get a planter, put some nice mums, fall colors, a seasonal arrangement in a planter at the front door or on the porch can just add that interesting color without spending the kinds of money to put annuals throughout a yard.
Yeah.
It's just a good strategy to make a nice splash of color.
Another thing that I've noticed, and we're talking about some really nice homes. Walked up to a home the other day. They had a great, nice walkway, a paver walkway, but the first step was a trip. I mean, you had to step up to get into the front. And ladies and gentlemen, that was a faux pas somewhere along the line. There are companies out there that can raise that walkway up or add another step. You want to make it easy for folks to get into your door. If they have to, that's a tall step.
Right.
That's a turnoff.
Well, and that goes to the point, again, of that deferred maintenance. And what I would say with the thought of the deferred maintenance challenge is that if you live in a home that maybe within the next 5-7 years you may be selling, keep that list of to-dos so that you don't get hit with it all at the end, so that when you do come to the point within months of going to market, you at that point can do the last minute aesthetics instead of being faced with big decisions that could be costly. And to your point, that like slabjacking is what they call that when they lift up the steps. That's something to maybe attack at the right time of year. The other challenge people face is sometimes they don't address things. They might want to go on the market early spring and the weather's not warm enough to fix some of the exterior problems. So step back in that warm season the year before you're going to sell and think about tackling your exterior challenges at that point.
Everybody thinks, we're going to wait till spring to put on. Well, everybody and their brother's going to go on the market in the spring. We are in a seller market right now, which means, ladies and gentlemen, there aren't enough homes to satisfy the buyers that are looking right now.
Yes.
And that is the perfect time to go on the market. Today, this weekend, next week.
Yep.
And the best days to go on the market is list your house on a Wednesday or Thursday. According to the National Association of Realtors, Sundays and Mondays, no. It's a bad time to go on the market. Wednesday, Thursday, go on the market then. You're going to get the highest amount of traffic. You're going to get the buyers excited about seeing your home if it's done properly. And I'm going to be looking at a house at noon today. If they need staging, we'll have you come in. We'll get that thing together. Can we be ready by Wednesday or Thursday, you think?
We can be there, but it depends on how much work they have to do.
Okay, gotcha.
But if with some tips and some help, we've been helping. Just last week, we worked with about 8 different clients that wanted to hit this weekend for exactly the reason that the number of weekends before we hit the November, December holiday time, people are out there buying. So make your house look as great as you can, as quickly as you can, and get it on the market. It's a really good, smart thing to do.
Right. Anthony Venuto. He'll be coming to the Design Build show. You'll get 2 tickets. I'll call you later. I have your phone number. I don't have your address, but I will call you later and get your address, and we'll get them right out to you Monday morning. Anthony Venuto. Thank you for calling in. Thanks for listening. So we need to go away for our second break. If you have a question for us, call us at 513-563-1480. But don't touch that dial. Stay tuned with us after these messages for today's music history. Plus, Joe will give us some statistics associated with staging versus not staging. How's that? You're listening to the Rock and Roll Real Estate Hour on the flagship station for FC Cincinnati Soccer on WDJO 1480 AM, now on FM 995 and 107.9.
I've seen it all for years. So start spreading the news.
What if instead of shelling out hefty fees for a few days of legal help, you paid a monthly membership and got a law firm for life? Legal Shield provides affordable, comprehensive, full-service legal and identity theft coverage. Legal Shield offers personal and business plans that cover virtually all legal contingencies. Contact Gary Rossignol, your independent Legal Shield associate, at 513-543-2513 or visit lsgaryrossignol.com. With Legal Shield, you can live life knowing you have a lawyer in your back pocket. At the same time, isn't emptying it.
He's known worldwide as the voice of romance.
For me to say,
Johnny Mathis, the Voice of Romance Tour.
is a song worth singing.
Saturday, March 14th at the Aronoff Center.
Sing it blue.
A night to remember with the legendary Johnny Mathis. Get tickets at CincinnatiArts.org, 513-621-ARTS, or the Aronoff Center ticket office.
Doverwood Village, conveniently located in Fairfield Township, features assisted living suites that allow maximum independence while receiving necessary assistance with daily activities. Doverwood Village's Memory Care provides a soothing environment with specially trained staff members to care for loved ones with Alzheimer's, dementia, and other challenges. Therapy and rehab at Doverwood Village delivers a high-tech, motivational environment to maximize progress and minimize recovery time during a short or long-term stay. And Doverwood Village nursing care services are offered in a warm, loving environment where highly trained staff care like family, treating each individual with kindness and compassion. Learn more about Doverwood Village. Call Jane at 513-748-2683. That's 513-748-2683, or visit Hillendale.com.
Awareness of electrical hazards in your home is the first step to reducing dangerous shock and electrical-related home fires. Cooper Electric is a Greater Cincinnati provider of CurrentSafe, an in-depth test of your home's electrical system utilizing revolutionary methods of testing that offers homeowners the opportunity to detect electrical hazards before they become a problem. Trust the electrician with over 70 years' experience. Cooper Electric. Make safety a top priority in your home by having it become CurrentSafe. For no-cost consultation, visit Cooper-Electric.com harley-electric.net.
The Tri-State F100s Club invites you to Sin City Harley-Davidson's annual Cruise-In, Saturday, October 12th on Tennessee Avenue, just off the Norwood Lateral. Great oldies from Cincinnati's Oldies Network, WDJO with concessions, vendors, Harleys, and lots of classic cars and trucks. Registration $10 for the car show. Starts at 10, closes at 1. The top 30 cars and trucks receiving special awards, plus best of category and best of show, featuring door prizes all day long. That's the annual F100s Club Cruise-In at Sin City Harley-Davidson on Tennessee Avenue, Saturday, October 12th. Be there!
History and bring his question on.
Ah, look at all the lovely people.
Be there!
History and bring his question on.
Ah, look at all the lovely people. Ah, look at all the lovely people.
It's time for my music history. So here's what happened this week back in 1939. The real Eleanor Rigby died in her sleep of unknown causes at the age of 44. The 1966 Beatles song that featured her name wasn't written about her, as Paul McCartney's first draft of the song named the character Miss Daisy Hawkins. Eleanor Rigby's tombstone was noticed in the 1980s in the graveyard of St. Peter's Parish Church in Wootton, Liverpool, a few feet from where McCartney and Lennon had met for the first time in 1957.
No one comes near.
This week in 1956, Elvis Presley's Love Me Tender entered the U.S. chart for a 19-week stay, peaking at number 1 for 5 weeks. The song from Presley's first film of the same name was adapted from the tune Aurelie, written back in 1861. What a hit. Here it is. In 1956, the Quarrymen played at the Caboche Coffee Club in Liverpool. Ken Brown, suffering from a heavy cold, was unable to perform, and after the show, an argument started when Paul McCartney said that Brown shouldn't get his share of the performance fee since he had not performed. Lennon and Harris sided with McCartney, and Brown quits the Quarrymen. Goodbye. This week in 1969, King Crimson released their debut studio album In the Court of the Crimson King on Island Records in England and Atlantic Records in America. Rolling Stone named In the Court of Crimson King the second greatest progressive rock album of all time, behind Pink Floyd's The Dark Side of the Moon. Yeah, I don't know about that. This week in 1970, the Carpenters were at number 2 on the U.S. singles chart with We've Only Just Begun. The song was originally recorded by Smokey Roberts under the name Freddie Allen and was used in a wedding-themed television commercial for Crocker National Bank in California in 1970. This week in 1979, The Rose, starring Bette Midler as a self-destructive 1960s rock star, transparently based on Janis Joplin, premiered in Los Angeles. The film was nominated for 4 Academy Awards, including Best Actor in a Supporting Role, Frederick Forrest, Best Actress in a Leading Role, Bette Midler in her screen debut, and Best Film Editing and Best Sound. Yeah. This week in 2016, David Bowie and Prince were both new entries in the latest list of top-earning dead celebrities compiled by Forbes. Prince's pre-tax income from October 1, 2015 to October 1, 2016 was estimated at $25 million by the Business magazine, putting him 5th in the list. Bowie, meanwhile, was ranked at 11th with an estimated income of $10.5 million. Both, however, are dwarfed by Michael Jackson, who topped the list once again with a record-breaking estimated income of $825 million. Dead. Happy birthday. Born on this day back in 1946, American rock, R&B, and soul singer Daryl Hall from Hall & Oates, who had the 1982 U.S. #1 single Man-Eater, plus 5 other U.S. #1 hits. Since the late 2007, he has hosted the web television series Live from Daryl's House, which is now aired on MTV. He was inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame in 2004. Hall & Oates have sold an estimated 40 million records, making them the third best-selling music duo of all time. And rightly so. I hope you enjoy these fun facts about music history as much as I did researching and reporting them for you today. I'm called the Rock and Roll Realtor because I play with the greatest classic rock band, Bluestone Ivory. We will be at Rising Star Casino this Saturday, October 19, and the VFW in Sharonville on November 30, and tickets go on sale Monday for our New Year's Eve gala at the Marriott in Westchester. What a package. You want to go to bluestoneivory.com for all the information. And if you want to say hi to your loved one, to your spouse, to your friend, to your fiance, to your kids, do it with flowers. Send Lutz Flowers, 513-921-0561. They really deliver. And I have with me today the Rock and Roll Real Estate Hours, brought to you by Jo Potvin of Design to Market at 513-265-0952. And we have a caller on line 1. Good morning, and thanks for tuning in. Who am I speaking to?
Hey, how are you? My name's Tim. How are you?
I'm fantastic, Tim.
Well, I'll tell you, I got some tips that would probably help people out, especially if they're looking to sell their home or also for sale by owners. You know, a lot of things with for sale by owners, like I have done, I've worked for foreclosure properties for Freddie Mac, Fannie Mae, and you know, when you're getting into selling, I just sold my mother-in-law and father-in-law's, God rest their souls, passed away, and the family brought me in to take care of it. And a couple things is they had hardwood floors, and they also had wood framing, you know, instead of painted.
Yeah. Do you have a question, Tim?
Door things and stuff. Well, I was just going to mention a couple things that would probably help people out there.
Okay, we got 20 seconds.
Something's really cheap. Use some Old English, kind of take care of your nicks around there, and also your cupboards. If people come in, they want to see cupboard space.
Right.
When you open the door and everything falls out, they're going to think, wow, there ain't no room at all. So I think one of the main things that I found very successful in selling a couple homes was clutter.
Yep.
Get rid of the clutter. Get rid of it. If you have to and you want to keep stuff and you got stuff stacked all around the walls, they'll say, wow, there ain't no room for nothing. You know, go and rent a pod, rent something like that. They'll deliver it. You can load it. They'll store it, and get rid of all the clutter through the house.
Good point, Tim.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. In fact, that's along with that idea of keeping a house clean and having it really tidy, decluttering, having closets not over furnished. 75% full on the hanging space is a great idea. Unfinished storage areas, clear the floors, have things in boxes. Again, 75% full is a good rule of thumb. One other thing I would say on the clutter front, do not use your garage. No. Don't fill the garage.
Or the basement.
Right, to Tim's point, get a pod, get a storage unit.
Or
get
call
something.
Junk King.
Oh, that's very smart.
Oh, my gosh.
It's great to work with, and they can come in and efficiently take care of things for you.
Absolutely, yeah. You know, Junk King is... Jack Brendamore's a real friend and client of mine. Call 1-888-888-JUNK. That's 888-888-JUNK.
They're great to work with.
They are fantastic. So thanks, Tim. Those were great. And the Old English, I was trying to think about that earlier.
Old English can be really nice for
gosh.
kitchen cabinets. Sometimes under the sink where you've had water stains, same thing in bathrooms. A lot of people now, though, I will say you have oak kitchen cabinets. Oak's not kind of a leading wood in the style world.
Not
a lot of
today.
people, it's a professional job you need to do, but you can paint cabinets white. And white kitchens are really popular now.
Yeah.
And it's an inexpensive way as opposed to pulling out cabinets. If they're in decent condition, to have a professional paint them, maybe a new countertop, you have a completely new look in a kitchen or a bath that can really please buyers.
And here's another point I wanted to bring up before we run out of time. The kids inherit mom and dad's house. They passed away, and they clear it all out. And now you've got nothing but floors, walls, and ceiling.
Yes.
Bad move.
There's in my way of thinking, there's three ways. You have vacant homes, you have nicely occupied or staged homes, and you have the homes where there's just some furniture left behind, but it's not cohesive.
Yeah.
If you have to go vacant, just empty it out, have it clean, tidy, painted. If you live there, it needs to be well presented. And vacant staging with our clients, we keep about 100 to 150 houses staged throughout the city at any given time. And we have, within 7 days, 30% of our clients go home and go under contract with vacant staging.
Yeah.
And within 30 days, 60%. We've been tracking this for about 3.5 years now. Every time we stage a house to the time that it goes under contract. So, and the return on that, staged versus non-staged, there are many reports. Myles mentioned National Association of Realtors. I have a study that says a staged home reduces by 50% the days on market, increases by 6.3%. These are averages, the sale price. And the reason that I view that to be the case is that you put a house on the market that's appealing, you get traffic, you get action. Only 10% of buyers can walk into a vacant home and imagine how it would look furnished. 90% see a blank slate. So when you've got a staged home, again, be it that you live there and it's nicely appointed or that it's vacant and staged, you far decrease the number of weeks on market. And what happens when you have weeks and weeks on market is your realtor will probably recommend that you reduce price.
Right.
Thus, the better return if you put together a good package and put it on the market in great condition.
Exactly. It's not rocket science what we do. I mean, we look at the facts and we see the homes that are like yours that's sold for $180,000 to $195,000, and you're asking $210,000. It ain't going to happen. Buyers have privy to that information. Their agent's going to clue them in on what market. Besides, they're not even going to. If you're a 210 or 215, it should be 180. They're not even going to come because they don't want to insult you with a lowball offer.
But the thing is, and Gary, I know you do this. I completely agree. You can't get out of a house just what you want. You have to look at the market, but. What I will say about staging is that the way that you look at this is that there's a range for any house. And there's the range at the bottom where you do nothing. And there's a range at the top of your acceptable range where you work hard and have the house look good.
Right.
You can really push the dollars if you do the right things to put the product
to
on.
the top end of the market range.
Acceptable
exactly,
range.
Right.
Exactly.
That's Jo Potvin, the owner and the founder of Design to Market. Call her this week, 513-265-0952. And I bet you if you want to go to the Design Build show and you give her a call this week and say, I heard you on the Rock and Roll Real Estate Hour, guess what?
And one other thing, check out the website. Our website is Design to Market. That's TOmarket.com. We have examples. We have ideas. We're on Facebook and Instagram, both as Design to Market. We do a Tuesday tip. We just started, so we've got all kinds of ideas coming.
All right. Stay tuned. Don't touch that dial. When we come back, we're going to have a little visit with Ria Davidson of the Dragonfly Foundation. You're listening to the Rock and Roll Real Estate Hour on the flagship station for FC Cincinnati Soccer, WDJO 1480 AM, now on FM 995 and 107.9.
The knocking in the house is a rockin'. Don't you bother, come on. morning.
Designed to Market Home Staging knows homebuyers make their decision to buy a house within minutes of entering it. Home purchasing decisions are often made with emotion and then justified with facts. Let Designed to Market Home Staging bring their many years of interior design and sales experience to assist you in creating the ideal environment for a quick and profitable sale. Designed to Market Home Staging offers a variety of services that will be tailor-made to fit your needs. Visit designtomarket.com or call 513-265-0952 to arrange a thorough review of your property.
Hi, this is Mark Elliott from the WDJO Morning Show. I buy things online all the time. Books, clothes. Why not a car? So I thought I need a car. I started looking at used cars online, Craigslist and things like that. And then I thought, I don't know anything about cars. How do I know I'm not getting ripped off? So when I got this car, it had like a 7-day return. I immediately took it to John Nolan Auto Service. They looked it over from top to bottom. They checked everything, the tires, the transmission, all those words under the hood that I can't pronounce and know anything about. They gave me a complete list of what was wrong with the car. So I knew if it was the right deal or not. They really helped me out. And they'll do the same thing for you for just $59. It costs a lot more than that to get it inspected. But right now, for WDJO listeners only, so tell them you listen to WDJO, they'll do the inspection for you, whether you're buying a car from Craigslist or a dealer or anybody else. Now, for WDJO listeners only, so tell them you listen to WDJO, they'll do the inspection for you, whether you're buying a car from Craigslist or a dealer or anybody else. 859-291-8833. That's their number. They're in Newport, 859-291-8833, a $59 inspection of the car you want to buy, available now from John Nolan Auto Service.
Dr. Peck does tremendous work for his patients in cosmetic dentistry. We took some care in selecting a natural color to my face. It looks good, but it functions very well. Getting a smile that I feel is natural has been a worthy investment. Dr. Peck is talented in cosmetic dentistry.
For your own beautiful new smile, call Dr. Fred Peck at 513-621-7666 or visit pecksmiles.com.
I'm Jack, and I love my new smile.
Right now, the Home Depot makes replacing your old carpet easy. With more styles and colors to choose from, there's no better time to buy. With free installation on any carpet purchase of $499 or more, all by licensed local pros. Backed for life. Today is the day for doing and saving with free carpet installation only at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. For a limited time, $499 minimum purchase required. Typically $699. For license information, visit homedepot.com/license numbers. Valid through November 6, 2019.
What if, instead of shelling out hefty fees for a few days of legal help, you paid a monthly membership and got a law firm for life? Legal Shield provides affordable, comprehensive, full-service legal and identity theft coverage. Legal Shield offers personal and business plans that cover virtually all legal contingencies. Contact Gary Rossignol, your independent Legal Shield associate, at 513-543-2513 or visit lsgaryrossignol.com. With Legal Shield, you can live life knowing you have a lawyer in your back pocket. At the same time, isn't emptying it.
Let's rock the house.
Hey, we've been rocking the house this morning, ladies and gentlemen. You're listening to the Rock and Roll Real Estate Hour. My guest this week is Jo Potvin with Design to Market, 513-265-0952. And she wanted to say Blink is happening downtown, so stop by there along with all the other million people that are going by.
Yeah, I was there last night. It was great.
You're the smart one. You got an Airbnb down here.
I'm on a staycation.
you're, there you go. So you're just a walk away from the studio. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. The Dragonfly Foundation, they provide distractions, support, and community dragonflies didn't even know that they need. By building a network to connect dragonfly families to each other and the community, providing programs that enhance quality of life, enhancing programs in partner with Children's Hospital. And you know what? I just can't do enough for these folks, and this is my friend, along with her best friend, Christine Knightsky. This is my friend, Ria Davidson of the Dragonfly Foundation, one of the co-founders. Good morning, Ria.
Good morning, guys. How are you doing, Joe?
Hi, Ria.
Yeah, you guys know each other.
We do.
We do.
Go way back.
Well, I only have the best of the best on the Rock and Roll Real Estate Hour.
Well, obviously, we're having you guys. So, but thanks for giving us the opportunity to tell people about Dragonfly and how we help pediatric cancer patients and their families. And we just love you to pieces.
Yeah, well, we love having you on. So, what is what can we do to help you? I know you need eye drops, and I'm collecting more and more. I'm going to be stopping by this week with a bag full of eye drops.
Oh, fantastic.
And some detergent pods, the non-scented ones.
Yep, laundry bags is another thing I need. They're the mesh kind, so they don't take up much space.
Oh, the mesh laundry bags. Okay, we can do that too.
Mesh laundry bag is another easy one. We're always needing, the cube boxes of tissues, the good brand, really soft tissues. Toilet paper, digital thermometers are another one that we go through pretty frequently. Business card holders, the kind you'd find in a 3-ring binder, because when families are in the hospital, we give them a binder, and so there's pieces to it, and one of the pieces that we need are business card holders. Okay. But when the doctors come and staff come visit the patient, you tend to they hand you a card, and then you can't remember which doctor did I see. Was it this doctor or this doctor? Whereas if you give them the tools that they need to make their stay a little bit less stressful and more comfortable, they can take that business card holder, and if they meet doctors, put them in order. And so they'll go, oh, well, it wasn't this doctor, but it was this doctor. It's a lot easier when you have some place and a system to use that's already pre-done for you. So business card holders would be wonderful. Everything that we do has to be new, so please do make sure that it's new in its original packaging.
Right, exactly. New stuff.
Yeah. And we need donations. It's a really hard time for every nonprofit, and we're just trying. We've got so many people out there doing worthy causes, and we're just trying to make sure people remember that there are things that sometimes people don't get donated, especially in the timing when we need it, because everything that we do is so urgent.
Okay, so you're talking to some promoters and some marketers here, and Joe wants to know, where do we bring that stuff, because we're going to be promoting the need for all that stuff in the next couple of days, right, Joe?
Yes.
Yeah. So where do we bring it?
506 Oak Street between 9 and 3 a.m.
Is that downtown 45202?
45219. It's in Clifton.
45219.
Right next to the Vernon Manor. So if you remember, which is now Children's, but it's at the corner of Vernon and Oak Street near Reading Road.
And you're open from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Right,
okay.
Monday through Friday.
And there's a sign, like we know where to go. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah,
good.
It's a big building, and it's got a sign in the front. And, we've got our Grand Gala coming on February 22nd. We're just opening up tickets on Monday. So, we need sponsors for that, and auction items and services that we can, use again to raise money to help these families do what we do.
Right. And if you want to help the Dragonfly Foundation right now, ladies and gentlemen, you could get your smartphone out and text the word WINGS15. That's WINGS 15. Joe's getting on her phone right now. Text
thank you.
to 71777. That's WINGS15 to 71777. And there you can donate anywhere from $5 to $5,000 or more, whatever makes you feel good about helping this very worthy organization, because what they do is miracles. There's nobody in the world that does what Christine and Ria does with her slew of volunteers, and it is an all-volunteer organization. And you know what? 87% of the dollars that you donate go right to the families. It's not 20%. It's not all the operational expenses. It's 87%. So you are putting your money where your mouth is if you want to help out a very good cause. And if you want to buy some of these things online, go to Amazon, do Amazon Smile, and set up your Smile account to the Dragonfly Foundation. And Amazon's going to give them some money when you buy something. It doesn't cost you an extra dime. Amazon Smile. And designate the Dragonfly Foundation for that. So, any other words of wisdom today, Ria?
Well, it just help us. Do whatever you can to share who we are, what we do, and wave at our bumper stickers when you see them.
There you go. So when you stop by with all your goodies at 806 Oak Street with 506 Oak Street with your eye drops or your mesh laundry bag or your toilet paper or your business card holders, drop them off and ask them for some bumper stickers and go out and put them on your car. There you go.
Nice.
That works. Thank you, Ria. We love you a whole bunch. Here's a big hug from us.
Big hug right back at you guys.
If you have a real estate question or you just want to know the value of your home, call me. I'm open for business. The Rock and Roll Realtor at rockandcincy.com or 513-777-2402. Don't forget, hug your kids, call your parents, kiss your spouse every day. Best words of wisdom. Tune in next week. We got a great show planned. Coming up next is Wesley Adams and the Car Tech Show. And again, I'd like to thank Jo Potvin for coming down. Her number is 513-265-0952. And to wrap things up, in honor of Columbus Day Monday, we want to close with something kind of patriotic. So this is Bluestone Ivory's live recorded version of Lee Greenwood's hit, God Bless the USA.
The man who died, who gave that right to me, and I'm gonna be stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land, God bless the USA, and I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free, and I won't forget the man who died, who gave that right to me, and I'm gonna stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land, God bless the USA. God bless the USA.
Call me, Gary Rossignol, at 513-777-2402 for your real estate needs. I want to help you. Here's a big thank you to my regular major sponsors who make this show possible, as well as RE/MAX Preferred Group. A special thanks to WDJO station manager Gary Stevens and my producer Dan Gettelfinger. Also a big thank you to my clients, friends, family, and fans of Bluestone Ivory. Of course, Ria Davidson with the Dragonfly Foundation, and especially my wife, Mary Jo. Until next week, keep on knocking on my rockin' houses. So long for now.
The preceding program was a paid program. Its views and opinions expressed are not necessarily those of this station or its management.
This is the voice of the Buckeyes, Paul Keels. Hear all the action of Ohio State football right here on WDJO Cincinnati.